So my main interest actually is in bacteria, okay, not so much in humans, because I think bacteria are far more interesting. I think bacteria play a key role in human health, and we have ignored them for way too long. There are many things that bacteria are doing for us that we're not fully aware of, and I think we really need to focus on that. So one of the things that's been happening in the scientific community is that we've been getting an awful lot of DNA sequences for bacteria, and we have done very little to characterize the functions of these sequences, to find the genes, work out what the genes do, which would in turn help us to understand how these bacteria work. And so a project that I've just gotten funded from the NIH, it aims to try to correct that, to actually do a lot of functional annotation of bacterial genes. And the idea is that we will set up a website in which we will use bioinformatics to make predictions about what genes are doing, and then find biochemists who would test some of the more interesting and sort of more productive predictions, if you like, things that if we knew what something was doing, it would tell us a lot about what not just one bacteria was doing, but what many bacteria were doing. And in many cases, there are genes that are present in bacteria, in yeast, in eukarya, in humans, that they're really all over the place. But by focusing on bacteria, it's actually much easier often to do the biochemistry. And so I think that one of the key things we need to do over the next few years is to really focus on the biochemistry of what these gene products are doing. So the genes make products, we want to know what they do, because if ever we're really to understand how bacterial cells or human cells work, we have to know what the biochemistry is, what biochemistry is being catalyzed. Funding. We need funding. There's been a dearth of funding here. Very, very little money. There's been a lot of money put into sequencing, a lot of it a total waste of money as far as I'm concerned, and almost no money putting into doing the biochemistry and learning what the gene products are doing. I think the government is the wrong word, that's too high a level. The funding agency have known that there is a disconnect and they've done nothing about it until recently.
Okay.
And even now they're not spending enough money. They need to spend a lot more money on it. But the rewards are enormous. For a relatively modest investment, you get enormous rewards from this.